JID is him. I could literally end this video right now, and I think everyone would be fine with it. But also YouTube wouldn't like the fact that I did that. I'm looking at the album that JID just dropped, The Forever Story, and it's really giving a lot of similarities to Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly. Not in terms of like quality. I still think TPAB is a better album, but in terms of feel, in terms of instrumentally, and it's kind of led me to believe that The Forever Story might become a certified hood classic. Like, I'm looking at a few of the songs, just like Cody Blue 31, which I think is the best song on the album, hands down. JID being able to sing was such a surprise. This whole album is kind of leading me to believe that this is going to be buried in as a deep treasure for rap. I don't even think that The Forever Story is even the best hip-hop album of the year. I still think that Saba's A Few Good Things is better than this, just for my personal taste. But it is damn near close to me saying JID's album is over Saba's album. I wouldn't fault anyone for saying that they think it's the album of the year, but I'm still putting Saba's own over. I think in 5 years' time, we're gonna be talking about The Forever Story as a coming out story for JID. I really started following JID's growth back in late 2017, early 2018, when he dropped the 151 Rum. That was really cemented for me. I was like, oh crap, this guy is next up for real, for real. And now after dropping DiCaprio 2, I don't think DiCaprio 2 was my favorite album, but I do think that The Forever Story may just be my favorite album from JID at the moment. Could be recency bias talking, but I don't remember really vibing with all the other albums that he has dropped as a solo project. The Forever Story, I think, as a solo project for himself is much more enticing in terms of what he's been able to show off. Really pulled off some very nice features on this album. The Kenny Mason feature with Dance Now. Earth Gang with Can't Punk Me is amazing. Of course, Baby Train 21 Savage with Surround Sound. The Ari Lennox song was really good. Lil Wayne and Kenny Mason, again. Like, there is some really good features on this, and none of them really took away from what JID offers as an artist. There was such a wide range in this album, but not wide enough for me to be like, he's losing his way in this album. It's more like taking different things from his past, what he's used before in different albums, putting it together and making it sound like one complete sound. And that's what growth is, especially in when we're talking about music. When an artist is able to put different things that they've done before and put it together and make it sound complete, that's when you know an artist has really grown. And JID has really shown growth here with this project. But back to my main point, that I think The Forever Story, in a few years, a lot of people may be looking at this as, in 2022, JID was able to drop a really good album that a lot of people recognize as a classic. I do think it will take some time. I don't think everyone's just going to jump on this right away. Of course, there have been claims of album of the year for this album. I don't see it as such, but I see why. I'm really proud of JID for this album, for sure. This was a very big step for him. I think we've always known JID as a really great rapper, and being able to be with Dreamville, JID just fits in so well with their core. I do think this is still like top 3 hip-hop albums this year. I'm just very glad we got this, because for me, I was kind of falling off the JID train. I always just saw him as a great rapper, but not a great artist, and that's something different. Being a great rapper / MC is much different from being an artist, and he really showed that in this album. The Forever Story is complete. It's a real complete album. But what do you guys think of this album from JID? Do you think it's going to be classic in the way how To Pimp a Butterfly became, or do you think it will just be known as a great album from a great artist who, just was doing his thing? Let me know in the comments below.